I didn't do... Hi, my YouTube friends. I'm just getting set up for Facebook, so just bear with me for 1 second while my... Come on. Why isn't that coming up? Craft around the clock. It should pop up. Why is it not? Well, I tagged it. I don't know why it didn't come up, but we're going to start. All right. Hi, everybody. It's Nancy. Welcome to my segment of Craft Around the Clock. If it says was live above my head, that means you're catching the replay. Just type hashtag replay. That way I can welcome you. Get my notifications out. If you're not in my broadcast channel yet, be sure to go do that on my page so you can be notified when I go live. Get all this turned up in the brightness. Okay, guys, I have a fun craft for you. Today's keyword is nutcracker. So type the word nutcracker, check your messages, and let's get started. We're going to start with my Cricut Strong Grip mat, because we're going to do some painting on it. And I been using this lately to hold all my small pieces that I want to paint. So we're going to start with about 25 Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree. They're the kind that come from there. You can make this much larger and use real Jenga blocks if you like. But we're going to start with these, and I'm going to need... We're going to paint 2 of them black. So when you get here, say hi, type the word nutcracker, and check your messages. All right, we are going to do the sides first, and then we will... What will we do? And then we'll paint the top. Guys, I got a delightful call today. Not a call, that's a lie. I got a text just before I was ready to go live. My AC guy texted me and said, I think I might have a replacement part. Something that might work for my air conditioning. So, praise God, that is awesome. It hasn't been too bad. We did go buy, I mean, you guys, we had to spend money on it, but we had to go buy a window unit. So my house isn't horrible, but in the craft room here, it's pretty hot. Not so bad in the bedroom and in the front of the house, but, or I guess the back of the house is the way it goes. But, so I told him I would be available after 4:30. So let's hope that I'm getting my AC tonight. Let's hope, because, wow. All right, when you get here, say hi, type the word nutcracker, and check your messages. We're going to start with that, and then we're going to glue some pieces together and then paint, okay? These 2 I needed by themselves. So let me find you so I can say hi to all of you. After 4:30. I swore I turned that off. Hello, hi Kelly Cott. Hello, I am Marcella. Hello, new to me. Thank you for being here and for joining me. Hi, Tracy. All right, thanks, Janet and Tanya and Mary Ann and Anita and Denise and Cindy. Hello, everyone. Okay, here we go. I can't always see the comments right in the beginning, so I have to kind of delay it. So what we want to do for this, and I saw this morning. This is a Pinterest-inspired craft, and I thought, I'm going to try to make that. I'm good, Donna. It is very hot. It is so hot. We couldn't even go out in the morning. That's how hot it was here in Texas. Okay, so we're going to take 2 Jenga blocks, and I am going to use my wood glue, and we're going to glue them together this way so the fatter sides are together. You just want to try to keep everything as straight as you can. Let me get that extra glue out. And it's so warm in this craft room, they'll probably dry pretty quick. So we're going to do that 2 times. Okay, so you're going to get 4 Jenga blocks glued 2 together and then 2 more together. And I think it'll be easier to just like paint and do once they're glued together the same color. Hi, Christina, Patricia Brown, Tanya Lee. How are you guys? And like I said, it's important they're as straight as you can. I'm just going by, there's no instructions with this. I just saw the photo and I thought, we're gonna try it. Because that's what I do, I try things. Okay, then we're gonna take 2 Jenga blocks again. We're gonna glue 2 more together the same way we did those 2. So we have so far 3 sets going like this. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Jackie Crafting. Who said mid-70s? Hi, Denise. Oh my goodness, Denise. That would be cold for me, 70s. Denise, the keyword is nutcracker. So that would be your first indication. That's what we're doing. Okay, so this one, we're going to paint just one, well, the edges, but all around the skinny sides, black. We don't need to paint the top and the bottom. I'm going to do the back just because, but that's optional. Basically, you need 3 sides painted around the skinny side. Okay, so that's done. Then, so Denise, I didn't mean to be rude. We are making a nutcracker. Sorry, that was a little rude the way I responded. Then you're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 Jenga blocks. And we are going to glue all of those together this way also, okay? So there's 4. So we have 2 and then 1 and then 4. Yes, you guys have no idea. I mean, it's been tolerable, but once that real air conditioner kicks in, I'm going to not realize how hot it was in here, I think. That's what I think. Okay, then we're going to put these together this way. Oh, no, it's all right, Denise. We're building a nutcracker. Sometimes it is a surprise, and that's fun, right? Okay, these 4 are together. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm grouping them by how I want to paint them. It's up, you could glue the whole thing together and then paint it. I am not, you know, I'm messy. And I figure it'll be easier to glue them the way I want them. And paint them and then just stick them all together. Thanks, Vicki, for sprinkling. Happy Tuesday. So that's 4. So we have 2 and 4. Those all go together. This one's in between. Okay, and then those were legs. Okay, now we need 2 more together this way and 2 more together this way. Okay. No, it's not, Denise. So the part that we need is a blower for inside. whatever, however that works. And that part for our particular model is, they said, basically out of stock and no restock available, or I don't know, no shipping idea, no idea. Long-term out of stock, let's call it that. Okay, this is our arms, and then we need, okay, now we're gonna take, and so he's trying to do a workaround. Hi, Patricia. Then we're gonna take these 2 blocks and glue them on the side like this, okay? Now you can use hot glue, but wood glue is gonna be more permanent hold. And since I have a storage unit and it's 1,000,000 degrees in the summer, I like to use wood glue for these things. Yeah, it's bad. But again, he said, I think I have a replacement. Are you going to be home? And I said, yes, after 4:30, I'm available. So we have to be on time. Okay, now we're going to build the hat. And the way we're going to build the hat, I think, is a little wonky. So we're going to take 3 Jenga blocks and glue them like this. So we're going to take 2 this way and one's going to stick out this way. Okay, that's how we're going to glue them. It'll look okay in a minute. It's going to look weird before it looks better. Again, the picture I saw was not very straight, but I think if we can get things to be straight, it will be cute. Oh no, then this one's going to be here. So basically you're going to take 2 and do them like side by side, but you're going to put a skinny one in between. This will be the front. Let me just hold it for just a second. And then this part, I don't know if they did this, but I'm going to put one here and one here just to make it all together. Just to make it, I don't know, it'll just look better, I think. You probably won't really see it, but I'm doing it anyway. So that we're making like a flat piece. Okay, and the good news is with the wood glue, you have a little play time because you really want to try to get everything as straight as you can. Okay, so we have one, a skinny one, and a flat one. Okay. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Amanda. Okay, so this is part of the hat. Okay, then we need 3 more pieces. One is going to go on the outside, one is going to go on the top, and the other one is going to go on the other side. Is how they did it. And she did it like a little back. I'm wondering if that was on purpose. I'm going to offset those just a smidge. Okay. So we're going to put a little glue on top. It's probably way more than I need. I'm going to offset it a little bit. And then glue these on the sides. And then while this is drying a little bit, we are going to work on a little cutout that I have. Okay? And then we'll paint him and get them all put together. Okay, so this part, use your imagination. Hi, Debbie, or Deb Cobb. Use your imagination, but this is going to be the hat. Okay, and this is the front. Let's See, I've already moved it a little bit, so I'm trying to keep it straight. This is going to be the hat. It'll be cute in the end. Okay, I want to make sure I keep all my pieces. Okay, and then this one that we painted around the outside like this, we're going to take a little bit of Nominee and a teeny tiny little art brush. And we're just going to do our best to paint a rectangle. Probably could have done a better job than that. Hang on. Now you can, so you probably can guess that this is going to be the buckle and the belt, okay? So we'll just let that dry. Yes, okay, now we're going to let everything just kind of simmer. We're going to let it simmer. Now, before the live, I cut out, we're going to use this reusable silk screen transfer, and I cut out this shape from my laser. It pairs with this transfer. This one is called Etched Christmas Essentials. If you type the word nutcracker, this will be part, the transfer, all the paste, everything will be part of what I'm using today. So what I'm going to do, I painted this ahead of time, but normally it's going to come like that. I'm going to just give it a light sanding. I want this stick. Okay, we're going to sand it and then wax it so that we can put our transfer on top. Maybe I don't know if I want to do it on this sticky mat here. What can I do about this? What can I do? I don't want to, okay, we're going to just move this because that is going to be in my way. Okay, so these are reusable. They're silk screen. You can use these over and over and over again as long as you take really good care of them. One of the things you want to do is add a little lint to the back the first time you use it. Now I need to wax it also. Do that. I gotta turn the fan on, you guys. I'm dying in here. Sorry, but it's warm down here. And I think this is the hottest day. I don't know for sure, but it was already 100 with the wind chill. The heat index was already 100 at 10:30 this morning. So we don't go out if it's that hot. So we couldn't even get out in the morning. Linda, it's fine. Thanks for asking. I have dissolvable stitches. And I had a basal cell thing removed here. And I have dissolvable stitches. And most of it was gone, but I had a little piece. Hi, Donna. Still no AC, Jan. I had a little stitch sticking out and it was bugging me, so I did and it was like from inside, but it was sticking out. So I don't go to the dermatologist for it till October. So I took some nail clippers and I clipped it as close as I could, and then I just put some Neosporin on it, and you know, it was bugging me. I kept catching it on stuff. So now I've just got this covered here. Okay, so we are going to see how this pairs with this. So we are going to chalk this with two colors. We're going to use Nominee and we're going to use, well, we might use 3 colors. Let's see, we're going to go around the candle in black, green, gold. Okay, I know what we're doing. We're going to start with Nominee. So when you have multiple colors, it's a good idea to start with your metallics and your shimmers. And that's going to give you the most time, because the metallics and the shimmers take a little bit longer to dry than the matte paste. So this gives me more time to work, and especially with my fan blowing above me, but I was getting hot here. Okay. We're going to do the shine from the candle. And we're going to do the flame in Nominee. Okay. And then we are going to do, I have black, the candle outline in black chalk paste. And this is just going to be the outline. We might go in and paint it, Nominee, but for right this minute, I'm just going to go down the candle stick. All the way down. That's twice. I almost put my black in the Nominee, you guys. 2 times. Okay. Okay, then we're going to lift. So I got most of it, right? And then the rest we're going to do, you can pull any greens or any reds you like. I'm just going to use the colors I picked, but truly it's just personal preference. I really love the En Vogue colors this year, so I've really just been sticking with those. So we're going to do there's a few little berries. Hi, Cruz, how are you? We got a few little berries. I'm using Cabernet, but you could use, any red that you have on hand. Is that red in the middle? Yep. Okay, and then the rest of this kit and caboodle is going to be ivy, which is a really pretty green. And this is all chalk paste. We're going to just go in. And do the rest of this in our ivy color. All the way around, and then we can decide if we want to paint it in or leave it afterwards. But I think most of this is going to be fine. All right, let me just flip it around, do this side. Another great day at school, you guys. If you're new to my page, I teach kindergarten. I have an amazing class. They are just rocking and rolling. I forget that it's only like 9 days of school. Crazy how good they are. All right, we're gonna lift this up. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Isn't that so pretty? Hit the heart button for me. I think that turned out gorgeous. Now, I like the candlestick to be in Nominee also. So I don't want to lay my transfer down a bunch of times. I'm just gonna paint carefully. We're gonna leave the candle white, but we're gonna probably paint in some of the other areas that are just outlined, okay? Thank you, Amanda. So we're gonna take our Nominee. I'm just gonna be a little bit careful about it. Or not so careful, I guess, as it turns out. And just paint. I mean, I'm not perfect at it, but I'm just going to paint around the black lines of the candlestick. If I get a little bit, I'm not going to be upset about it. If you are worried about it, what you can do is chalk it and then paint it however you like, and then just clean your transfer, line it back up, and re-chalk it in black. I'm going to try to avoid that for this one. Okay, so that, it's not perfectly painted, but I think to the eye it looks pretty good. Okay, and then with the green, Now you could get a lighter green color if you want, or I'm going to cheat a little bit. What I'm going to do is water down my paste. I got way more than I needed. Okay, and then just, let's see if I can just lightly paint over the dark green. So that is kind of a trick. You could use the same green, but if you water it down, it's going to fill in, but not cover up your detail lines. And then you don't need to lay your transfer down and all of that. Okay, that's just a little tip. I'll show you what I mean in a second. I really didn't need as much as I pulled out. I pulled out way too much paste. But I usually do it in the lid, and then when I just flip the lid back over, it goes back in the jar, is the way I go about it. And this fan is actually helping me dry it. And then I'm also going to do a similar idea with the red. I'm going to fill in the berries. Oh, hello to your granddaughter. I butchered her name last time. I don't want to mix it up. Hi to your granddaughter. Akira. Is it Akira? I don't know why I butchered it so bad last time. Am I right? Hi to Akira. I'm going to say Akira. I think I really ruined it last time. And I really hate that when people mess up names too. Okay, I actually needed a little bit of nominee for the inside of the flame. And I totally forgot. Let me see if I can fill in my flame here. Okay, this is our candlestick all painted. What do you guys think? Hit the heart button if you like the way I painted it. I think it's pretty, but of course you could do it any way you like. Okay, let's work on these should be dry enough to paint. Thanks for the heart, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to bring my mat over here. Let me know if you have any questions as we go. You'll see the method to my madness in a minute. So these are going to be the feet. We're going to set those aside. Let's do this. We're going to paint these in gold. So we're going to use we're basically going to be a red and gold nutcracker. Oh, good. I said it right. Thanks, Amanda. Okay, so these are going to be the legs. You want the skinny sides facing you. We don't care about the top and the bottom, but for right this minute, we're going to paint the front and the sides. I guess I can just hold this. And the back, because the top and the bottom is going to be glued to something else. So just paint the 4 tall sides. Oh, good. Now I'll remember her name. Okay, we're going to do 2 of these the same. And I'm going to leave them standing like this so I remember there they go. And then hopefully when we put this whole thing together, I'll have painted everything correctly here. Now this part, you pick your own colors. This is just one idea. The construction of it is what you're going to want to know about, but oh no, I still need this, I think. Okay, let's work on these. So these are going to be like this. And we need the skinny sides painted in our Cabernet. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so we're going to do this part, the ends. The top and the bottom don't matter. Just the front and the sides. This is going to be his body. Okay. And you'll see when we put it all together how it looks. And really with the fan blowing, my paste is drying so quick. Okay, and then we need the arms, and the arms are these also. And we want, they're gonna go like this, so we're gonna paint, we don't need this, well, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna paint it. Because really, if you paint, you need to kind of paint the whole thing, sort of. So we're gonna first go all around the outside. Oh, I forgot, I wanted a little, like a bead. We may have to grab that at the end. I would paint, honestly, all the sides, but really the bottom doesn't matter that much. So we're gonna paint every side except the bottom for these. These are arms. I don't know, probably it's not helpful until you see me put it all together, but I'm just gonna walk you through it. That way, if you try to do this and you come back and watch the replay, you'll know what you're working on here. Okay, you just want to paint the top part. Once we assemble it, we're going to need to paint some detail, but it's going to be fine. Okay, that's all the red we need. Now our hat is going to be black. So we're going to paint this all black. Let me know if you have any questions at all. 4:15, I got 15 minutes. I think once we get it painted, we're good. For this, I'm not going to worry about the back, but probably if you're going to have this guy standing up on a coffee table or something, you'll probably want to paint the back. For now, I'm just going to paint the front. Just for time, because my AC guy, I told him after 4:30. So if he shows up exactly at 4:30, I want to be ready. And besides, I'm supposed to be done by then anyway, right? If you're watching, hit that heart button, type the word nutcracker, and check your messages. You guys, I got all of the peanuts and holiday home transfers cutouts made on my Etsy shop, so those are done. My hat's a little bit off center, you guys. I'm not happy about that. So if you haven't looked at my Etsy site in a little while, all those are complete. I think I need the bottom of just a couple of these. I may just paint all the bottom just in case. Just in case. Okay. Now what is this? Oh, these are the face. Okay, here we go. Now we can put this together. Let's put it together. I may need these brushes again, so let's just do all this. Okay, we're gonna pull these off. I'm sure by the time I am ready, these are gonna all be ready to be glued together and dry. We're gonna move this out of the way. Okay, we're gonna start from the bottom up, okay? And I'm gonna do my best to have him face you. So these are your 2 feet. And the gold, which again was just my creative liberty, is the legs. So we're going to glue these like so. I should have turned my glue gun on already, but I didn't. So I'm going to try to put them in the same spot. Oh no, I did it wrong. This way. I mean, you can do it any way you want. I'm just trying to copy this picture here. Oh, I look like I'm not. Am I live or not live? Why do I always have trouble on Craft Around the Clock? You guys, what is happening? Let me check my phone. Oh, I am live. Okay, I'm good. Sorry, guys. I cannot see you because something is going on with my computer. This is so weird. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going. I cannot see your comments for some reason. So I'm just going to keep on at it. Guys, I have no trouble going live when I do it the rest of the times. Okay, then we're going to take the 2 red ones, and these are going to get glued here. And so I basically want them to be evenly glued to the legs like this. It will not let me, oh, I don't need all that glue. Hold on. Okay, then we're going to glue the bottom here, these 2 red ones like this. I might just need to open up a new tab. But I'm just going to keep working. And then this is when your buckle goes, okay? So then you want to glue your buckle on. And then the rest of the red, okay? Want to make sure your legs don't go wonky here, your feet. I'm just going to open up another tab and see what happens. It says, I don't know why it's saying all these things. Internet. Okay, then we're going to glue the 3 on top of the buckle. Oh, that's why. Why would it go there? Okay. So far, so good, right? Then we're going to, whoops, I did not mean to do that. Oh, good. Hang on. Hot glue. My hot glue gun was just in the nick of time. There we go. Now I'm back. We're going to let this sit for just a second, and we're going to work on the face. This is the face, the plain ones. Sorry guys, I don't know why I don't know. I'm only having issues on these days. So, yeah, it probably is. Good, I'm live. Sorry about that. Okay, I printed some faces. So I'm going to just try my best to, I printed some faces, guys, nutcracker faces. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to make one. Because the ones on the page were not like my favorites, so I'm just going to do, I'm going to do me, okay? I'm going to do what I think I should do. So I'm going to start with the nose, and we're going to do the nose in nominee, and the nose is just going to be right in the middle, and it's just going to be basically straight down. It won't be super dark. Maybe I'll outline it. I don't know. Okay, then we're going to create the mouth. I'm going to use Cabernet. And I'm basically just going to make a rectangle. And when I say rectangle-ish rectangle, okay, I'm going to create some eyes. I'm going to pick some easy ones. Okay, so we're going to use bright white. And what I'm going to do for eyes, guys, is we're going to go straight across and then like a rainbow underneath, like an upside down rainbow. I'm going to do that on both sides, so straight across, upside down rainbow, and try to make it close to being the same. And then we're going to, I don't got a lot of time, so I need to just keep going. So this is where we are so far. And then I'm going to take the, what color should I do? Let's do green. We're going to take our ivy, I don't know, and make a circle. Sort of. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then we're going to take black. What I really need is paper towel. I don't see any more comments. Like, my comments have stopped. Okay, then we're going to just take a dot of black and put that in the center of the green. And then we're going to give him some eyebrows with our black. Because they always have like these prominent, whoops, eyebrows. This is a terrible brush. Don't use your worst brush to do this. Okay, now we need a mustache. So, because all of these have mustaches, I'm going to pick an easy one. And just start here and swoosh. And then start here and swoosh. Guys, be kind to yourself when you do this. Thank you, guys. Thank you for commenting. Okay, and then I just need to go back in and put the teeth. So, I mean, this is a little face. What do you think? What do you guys think? Hit the heart button. I did all right. I mean, he's not perfect, but he's cute. Okay, now let's get him put away right together the rest of the way. Hopefully, I'm going to take a little bit of my black. This is a terrible brush. Why am I picking the worst brush on the planet? I'm going to take a little bit of black and just go up on the leg a little bit to extend the boot. Okay, just like this. I'm going to do that on both of these. Oh, you guys, it should be done in 3 minutes. I'm trying really hard. Okay, so, and then on the arms, what I need to do is extend that's red. I need to add a little bit of gold to the top of the arms. And the arms are going to face, basically, we're going to droop it down like his little, what are those called? They have a name. I was in band, I had some. I can't remember the name of it though, it doesn't matter. If you know, put it in the comments. Well, I'm just doing a little swish down here like that. Okay? Okay. Now I think we can glue him. Now we can glue him. They're supposed to have pink cheeks, but he's not going to. At least not right this minute. Okay, we're gonna glue them the rest of the way together. I'm gonna do a mixture of my wood glue and hot glue so for the rest of this so that he'll stand up the rest of the way. And we're gonna put the head here. And the hat, oh, the hat, I wanted to do one thing before I put it on there. Hold, please. Hold, please. We're gonna do 3 dots on each side. And by dots, I mean a bloosh with my paintbrush. And then little dots like this. Okay, just like that. And I think what I want to do is 4 dots on the boot. And 4 over here. And then, darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. And then crisscross. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. And I broke his leg, so let's fix him. Sorry, guy, I broke your leg. Okay, then the hat goes on top. Of course, I keep squeezing his leg. I need to stop doing that. I could grab it here. I don't know why I'm not. All right, a little bit of hot glue. And his head goes here, his hat. What do you guys think? You guys, he's adorable. How fun is he? Okay, then what I want to do, I got to turn him around so I can see him. See, this is my own fault. Okay, this is the top of the arms. Okay, so wood glue and definitely hot glue. And I want this arm sticking out. I'm just going to hold it for a second. And the other arm I'm going to have going down. Like so, like this, right? And then he's gonna hold the candle, okay? I'm getting close. So close. Okay, we're gonna hold him like this. Nancy, hang on, I'm doing too much at once. Too much at once. I'll fix his hat in just a second. Okay, he's gonna hold the candle like this. And I can redo the hat. Just give me a second. Isn't he so cute? Sorry it's taking me a second here, but it's hard to get him. If you're doing this at home, like, give yourself time for your wood glue to set up before you move it. That'll be your best bet. Now, what I wanted to do was put a little bead here for his hand. Hang on. Oh, can I get in that? If you could just be patient for 1 second. We're going to get a little bead on for his hand here. Sweet. And then we're done. What do you guys think? This is so cute. What size do I need? Oh, that's perfect. This bead is perfect. So, just going to take a little of this. I'm really going to do hot glue because I want it to stay for now. You don't really need a bead on the other hand because he's holding the candlestick, but what do you guys think? I think this turned out so cute. Hit the heart button, sprinkle the video, type the word nutcracker, check your messages, guys. Isn't he so cute? Oh my goodness. He's adorable. His hat's crooked. Can I move it? Hang on. I could probably pull it off. I'm going to fix it though. Hang on. I'm pulling it off, doing it again. His hat was a little crooked. I don't like that. I was trying to do it from the back. There we go. There, now his hat isn't so crooked. How fun! All right, guys, hit that heart button, sprinkle the video, type the word nutcracker, and check your messages. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to put 2 more. This is why the hat's wobbly. I'm going to put 2 more, whatever these are called, Jenga blocks in the back. Together. And then there. And that'll support the hat more. So we're going to do that right now. From the picture, I couldn't really tell what they did, but we're going to fix that so it's better for me. And easier to get your hat on there. There we go. Now he'll stay. So I made the head a little thicker is all I did. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you soon.